Love Eventually is a must-see movie for everyone. It is packed with a lot of lessons for growing youth. To be very honest, if you watch this video, there are a lot of things to learn from this, especially our youth that is still growing. Okay, so it's about a particular young guy, Jeff, who was misled by friends. So he was introduced to drugs, and because he became an addict, he literally went bankrupt. He was doing so well for himself. He had one of the biggest boutique in town, but his bad friends lured him into doing drugs. He was literally thrown out of the streets. On the other hand, we have such a beautiful young lady, Vera is doing so well for herself. Even the boss, commended her and gave her accolades. But then she has this particular guy that she was dating. She actually thought it was going to lead to marriage, only for the guy to call her one evening to call the relationship a quit. His reasons were that he got his girlfriend pregnant and he's getting married in few months. Vera was heartbroken and she called her friend to her rescue. Her friend Efe came around and advised her, consoled her, and assured her that everything is fine. So Vera went back to work even though she wasn't really feeling so cool. But luckily for her, she got a promotion from her boss. They needed to promote her because they think the vacancy was there though, and then she has proven to be competent enough for that position. So she called a friend and the friend was so happy for her, but then on one condition: she must get married before she can ascertain that position. So they decided to have a deal with Jeff, because Jeff was at that point when she answered the call of the promotion. Jeff was taking the girl. I think Jeff turned to a taxi driver. So Jeff was actually called for the role, only if he can pretend to be the husband for 2 years. Just maybe she can and after to just a contract husband, okay, just contract marriage, And then, being the fact that Jeff was into drugs, he had a lot of people. He was owing a lot of people. He was owing them some of 2 million naira, which they now forced him that he's going to pay 5 million because of demurrage. Okay, so Jeff went on with the wedding, even though he didn't want her, because he didn't really want that, because Vera was so arrogant to him. Vera has been so arrogant to him, but because he needed money to pay for his debts, he had to take up the role, okay, the contract. So he signed an agreement, they wedded, everything was all fake, and they started living together. But then Vera will always insult him, talk down on him, even when Jeff felt that he needed some respect as a husband. So on a very good day, Vera came back from work. Jeff was like, "Can you make food for me?" Vera was like, "Are you dreaming dreams? How can you tell me as what? Like, they are not married. He should get it to his head that they are not married." So on a fateful day, they were asked to come along for one particular meeting, gathering and dinner, basically at work, and Vera was asked to come along with the husband. So Vera shopped for him, and because of course he can't afford anything, and on coming back home they had an agreement, and Jeff indirectly insulted Vera's mom. Vera was so angry and Vera gave him a dirty slap. So the marriage has been ups and down. Even at a point, Jeff met an old friend who it was a lot because Vera wouldn't just accept the fact that Jeff is the husband. Even at a point when Jeff asked her where she would be sleeping, she had to tell Jeff that there is guest room, but Jeff insisted that he wanted to be sharing the same bed with her, but she declined and maintained it that it's really for business. At a point, Jeff was actually tired of the whole thing and he wanted to call it a quit. So according to Jeff told her that he is no longer interested. But as always, contract is contract, and if Jeff quits, Jeff would definitely have to return all the money that Vera has given her. Even at that, of course, we know that there's no way Jeff can make such money to pay Vera back, so he was just forced to continue to enjoy, just continue to be in the marriage regardless, okay? Because it was Efe that linked them together, so most times Jeff will always call Efe, that's Vera's bestie, to please talk to her and warn her. So on a very good day, he got a call and he was informed that the wife was had an accident, fatal accident. So Jeff rushed to the hospital only to find out that it wasn't really all that serious. She had an accident, but it wasn't really too bad. So Jeff showed her all the love, and Jeff was just literally there for her. And from there, Jeff started seeing that this girl she not too bad like that, to say there's still light at the end of the tunnel. So Jeff asked her what she would eat, and she said jollof rice. So Jeff went to the kitchen, prepared one of the most delicious meal, and took very good care of her. Narratives and everything started changing. They started seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Jeff what's that called, confessed that he did drugs before, which led him to bankrupt, and Vera could relate to whatever thing he says. So according to Jeff, he went to therapy, and therapy saved him. So right now he's 6 months post recovery. Okay, and Vera was happy for him. Generally just shared his whole story, how it all started, and the money he has been owing people and all that. So I'm going to be ending this episode here to make another one for you guys. So as it stands now, Vera and Jeff are beginning to appreciate each other. Let's see how far this will go. Okay, let's see if these guys will later change the narrative of fake marriage to real marriage, because as it stands now, they are very happy together. Thank you so much for watching up until now. Do check out the next episode, which I'm going to film for you all shortly. In the meantime, if you're yet to subscribe, click on the subscribe button to be part of this great community. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.